were never truly separate from the universe. You were only taught to believe that you were. Everything you've ever touched, thought, or felt is still connected to you through an invisible fabric that holds reality together. And once you understand how that fabric works, reality itself begins to respond differently. This isn't philosophy, it's physics. And it's the very thing ancient mystics tried to describe long before science gave it a name. Quantum entanglement. The particles, separated by vast distances, mirroring each other in perfect synchrony. Change one, the other, responds instantly. No signal, no delay. No limit. It means the universe isn't made of isolated parts. It's one single field, one living consciousness, appearing as many. And here's the part that changes everything. Your subconscious mind operates inside that same field. What you think, what you feel, what you believe doesn't just stay inside your skull. It echoes across the quantum network that makes up all of existence. When you finally realize this, you stop feeling like a passenger in your own life, because you begin to sense that every coincidence, every emotion, every twist of fate is part of a deeper communication between you and the field that created you. Science calls it non-local interaction. Mystics call it oneness. You might simply call it intuition. But they're all describing the same thing, the hidden fabric of entanglement. It means that your mind doesn't end at your brain. Your thoughts ripple outward, bending probability, influencing outcomes, altering what you call chance. The universe is not a fixed machine. It's a living mirror that rearranges itself to match your internal vibration. And the most powerful part of this process isn't your conscious thoughts, it's your subconscious frequency. The subconscious is not just a collection of memories and beliefs. It's a living transmitter. It's constantly sending and receiving information from the quantum field, translating your emotions into vibration, and those vibrations into events. That's why two people can live in the same world and experience two completely different realities. They're not reacting to the same universe. They're tuning into different frequencies of it. When your subconscious is dominated by fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, it emits that frequency, and the quantum field responds in kind. You begin to experience more situations that confirm the vibration you're broadcasting. But when you shift that inner frequency, when your subconscious begins to resonate with coherence, gratitude, and belief, the entire informational field around you reorganizes. To reflect it, it's not magic. It's resonance. Imagine your subconscious as a quantum antenna. Every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is like a tuning fork, vibrating inside a sea of infinite potential. The field around you, what we call reality, simply matches your signal. This is why transformation doesn't start with effort. It starts with frequency. Because no amount of willpower can override the vibration you unconsciously broadcast. Most people live their entire lives transmitting frequencies of limitation they never chose consciously. Patterns inherited from childhood. Beliefs absorbed from parents, culture, media, trauma. The subconscious stores those programs, and the field mirrors them back as circumstance. It's not that life is unfair, it's that the universe is loyal. It can only reflect what you send into it. You can't outthink the frequency you're in. You can only retune it. That's the moment reality begins to obey. Not because you command it, but because coherence leaves it no choice. Everything you perceive is energy vibrating at different rates. Your body, your thoughts, your emotions, even what you call matter is just condensed frequency. Energy slowed down enough to appear solid. But beneath it all lies a unified field, the quantum sea where every possibility already exists. You've felt this field before, in moments of déjà vu, being dreams that later came true, in sudden intuition that guided you away from danger, in the way someone's energy can fill a room before they even speak. Those are entanglement echoes, proof that your consciousness isn't confined to the limits of space and time. And the deeper truth, your subconscious is the bridge. It's the translator between the invisible and the visible, the energetic and the physical. The state of that bridge determines what becomes real in your world. When it's clouded by fear and unresolved emotion, your signal becomes distorted. Reality responds with confusion. When it's clear, coherent, and aligned, the field responds instantly, almost magically. This is the essence of quantum creation. Reality is not happening to you, it's happening through you. Every emotion, every intention, every inner conversation is a signal sent into the entangled field of consciousness. You are not a separate observer standing outside the experiment. You are the experiment. You are the field studying itself. And the moment you stop trying to control reality from the surface and start mastering it, from the level of energy, everything begins to shift. This is the beginning of your reprogramming. Not the kind that changes thoughts on paper, but the kind that alters frequency in the field itself. So as you listen, notice what's already happening inside you. The subtle expansion in your chest. The calm focus behind your eyes. That isn't imagination, it's synchronization, your consciousness aligning with the very field it came from. And once you understand that alignment, once you realize that every cell, every photon, every particle in your body is part of that same entangled network, you begin to understand why reality seems to bend around certain people. It's not luck. It's physics. Because when coherence meets the field obeys. Your subconscious mind is not a passive memory bank. It is a living quantum instrument, a receiver, a transmitter, a field within the field. Every second of your life, it's sending electromagnetic instructions into the invisible network that connects all things. It's not limited by language, logic, or even time, because the subconscious speaks in vibration. That's why you can walk into a room and feel tension before anyone speaks. Why someone's energy can lift you or drain you, even in silence. Why an emotion felt deeply enough can reshape the course of a day. It's the field responding to the broadcast of your subconscious. And here's what science is beginning to prove. Your thoughts are electrical. Your emotions are magnetic. Together, they create the electromagnetic signal that communicates with reality itself. The HeartMath Institute discovered that your heart generates a magnetic field thousands of times stronger than the brain. That field extends meters beyond your body, an energetic cloud constantly interacting with your environment. When your emotions are incoherent, frustration, fear, resentment, the signal becomes chaotic. Your field sends mixed instructions to the universe. But when your emotions are coherent, gratitude, love, peace, the signal becomes organized, laser-focused, powerful. And the universe, being entangled with you, mirrors that coherence back. Not metaphorically, literally. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. But here's the deeper secret. Most of your vibration doesn't come from conscious thought. It comes from your subconscious programming, from the beliefs you absorbed long before you could choose, from childhood imprints, emotional memories, and generational patterns, quietly vibrating beneath awareness. Dr. Bruce Lipton's research in epigenetics revealed that around 95% of your daily behavior is driven by subconscious patterns. That means for most people, the field isn't responding to their dreams, it's responding to their conditioning. You can say, I am abundant, but if your subconscious still vibrates with, I never have enough, the field will register that deeper frequency and replicate it. You can visualize success, but if your core vibration is fear of failure, the quantum field will echo the fear, not the image. That's why most people feel trapped in cycles that look like fate, relationships that repeat, opportunities that vanish, patterns that recycle. It's not destiny, it's resonance. Until the subconscious is reprogrammed, the signal stays the same. And so does the reality. Think of the subconscious as a software running beneath awareness. Every belief you hold is a line of code. Every emotion is data being transmitted into the universal network. If the code is corrupted by guilt, doubt, or shame, your transmission is noisy, distorted. The universe can't decode your intention clearly. But when the code is rewritten through new emotional frequencies, gratitude, confidence, love, your broadcast becomes pure, precise, powerful, and then reality begins to sync with your new pattern. This isn't wishful thinking, it's energetic mathematics. Because in a quantum universe, coherence equals communication. The clearer your vibration, the faster reality organizes itself around it. Have you noticed that when you're in a bad mood, everything seems to align against you? Traffic jams, negative people, small frustrations multiplying? That's not coincidence. That's the field echoing your broadcast. And when you're aligned, joyful, inspired, everything flows. Opportunities appear. People respond differently. Synchronicities multiply. You didn't suddenly become lucky. You became coherent. Your heart and brain synced into resonance. Your subconscious aligned with your conscious desire. And in that state of alignment, energy moves with almost supernatural precision. This is why meditation, visualization, and breath work are so powerful. Not because they're mystical rituals, because they change the electromagnetic signature you send into the field. Each slow breath, each feeling of gratitude, reprograms the subconscious to broadcast harmony instead of fear. It teaches your energy system what coherence feels like. And coherence, once felt, becomes self-reinforcing. The subconscious isn't just reacting to your past, it's shaping your future. It's the invisible architect, designing the structure of your experiences. So when you think you're manifesting something new, you're not creating from nothing. You're aligning your subconscious blueprint with the version of reality that already exists in the quantum field. There's no later in the field, no distance, no luck, only frequency. When your vibration matches a possibility, it becomes your experience, instantly. This is the physics behind what mystics call faith. Faith is not belief without proof. It's resonance before evidence. It's the act of tuning to the frequency of a desired reality before it materializes. The subconscious doesn't respond to words. It responds to vibration. That's why affirmation without emotion is powerless. But affirmation felt deeply becomes reprogramming. Because when emotion and intention merge, the subconscious records it as truth, and the field must follow. Right now, as you hear this, your subconscious is listening more closely than your conscious mind. It's recording not the words, but the energy behind them. And with every moment of recognition, the old signal begins to weaken. The static clears. A new broadcast begins. Your inner field is remembering coherence. The same coherence that governs galaxies and atoms. The same harmony that turns chaos into creation. And as your frequency stabilizes, reality will begin to behave differently. Not because the universe suddenly changed, but because you did. This is the art of quantum alignment. Learning to feel now what you used to wait for later. Feeling abundant before wealth appears. Feeling love before relationship. Feeling peace before proof. Because the field doesn't respond to need, it responds to being. And when your subconscious becomes the vibration of what you once sought, the universe can only mirror it back. That's not philosophy. That's entanglement. You've probably wondered why life seems to test you right when you start changing. Why, just when you decide to think positively, old fears return. Why, when you try to shift your habits, everything inside you resists. It's because transformation begins in the subconscious, and the subconscious protects its programming. To it, even pain feels safer than the unknown. Familiar suffering is predictable. Freedom is not. But here's the truth, hidden inside every breakdown. The subconscious resists, not because it's broken, but because it's trying to keep you safe using outdated information. And that resistance, that chaos, is the beginning of reprogramming. Your mind isn't fighting you. It's trying to understand the new signal you're sending. Think of the subconscious as a bioquantum instrument that has played the same melody for years. Fear, doubt, limitation. These are familiar notes. When you start broadcasting abundance, peace, and faith, the subconscious doesn't yet recognize the new frequency. It hesitates, as if asking, is this safe? Is this real? That hesitation shows up as emotional turbulence. The body shakes. The mind doubts. Reality seems to contradict you. But beneath the discomfort, your neural pathways are literally rewiring. Synapses once tied to scarcity are breaking apart. New connections, new possibilities are forming. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. Mystics call it awakening. It's the same process. Energy reorganizing matter. Your emotions are not obstacles to change. They are the raw data of transformation. When you face fear and stay present, you teach your nervous system that expansion is safe. When you feel gratitude, even during loss, you teach the field that your energy is independent of conditions. And when your energy no longer depends on circumstance, circumstance begins to depend on your energy. That's the inversion point, when reality starts obeying you. Because the universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to state. Your frequency is your prayer. So how do you consciously reprogram the subconscious? Not by force, by frequency. Through repetition, emotion, and visualization, the languages the subconscious understands. Every night before sleep and every morning upon waking, your brain moves through theta waves, the same frequency range as deep meditation and hypnosis. In those moments, the barrier between conscious and subconscious dissolves. Whatever you imagine, whatever emotion you generate, becomes programming. If you close your eyes and visualize abundance, not as a fantasy, but as a feeling already real, your subconscious records it as truth. If you feel gratitude, as if the manifestation already happened, you collapse time between cause and effect. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls this installing the neurological hardware of your future. The emotion is the code. The body becomes the antenna, and the field responds instantly. But what about pain, the traumas you didn't choose? They too were part of the reprogramming. Every heartbreak, every loss, every lonely night served a precise purpose: to dismantle false identity layers that kept your frequency trapped in repetition. The moments you thought were breaking you were, in fact, freeing you from outdated resonance.
Okay?
Because only through contrast do you recognize coherence. Only by feeling limitation can you desire expansion. And only through suffering can the subconscious learn that your power doesn't come from control. It comes from surrender. Pain is the moment the old signal collapses. Healing is the moment the new one emerges. Every emotion you have ever suppressed is unprocessed energy, waiting to be integrated. When you breathe through it, instead of running from it, that energy converts from resistance to momentum. The field stops mirroring your wounds and starts mirroring your wholeness. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your subconscious as a vast network of luminous threads. Every belief, every memory, every habit is one of those threads, vibrating with stored energy. Now imagine a current of light moving through them, rewriting, reorganizing, harmonizing. That current is consciousness. That current is you. When you hold a coherent emotion, like gratitude or love, for at least 17 seconds, measurable electromagnetic changes occur in your heart field. Your frequency lifts. And once it lifts, it magnetically draws into your experience the people, opportunities, and events that match that vibration. The heart math studies show this coherence affects even the DNA in your cells, changing the way your body communicates with the field. Your biology becomes a broadcast tower of intelligence. This is not mysticism, it's measurable. Reprogramming is not pretending, it's embodying. It's feeling the future so deeply that the body has no choice but to believe it's already real. When you do this long enough, the subconscious surrenders. It stops replaying the past and starts predicting coherence instead. And that's when the field reorganizes. Your relationships shift. Synchronicities accelerate. Opportunities find you instead of the other way around. It's not that reality changed, it's that your perception tuned to a new frequency and the universe had to follow. Every great awakening begins with one subtle realization. You are not trying to create energy, you are learning to release what blocks it. Your hidden energy isn't stored somewhere else. It's locked beneath layers of emotional charge and unconscious memory. When those layers dissolve, the energy returns to circulation, and with it comes clarity, vitality, and magnetism. This is why so many people who experience deep healing report bursts of creativity, insight, and synchronicity. Immediately afterward, their energy field is finally coherent. The static is gone. And coherence is contagious. When one person stabilizes in it, everyone around them begins to tune up. Families, friendships, even entire communities can shift through resonance. You become a walking transmitter of order in a chaotic field. Right now, as these words reach you, the same process is beginning. Tiny shifts in awareness are sending signals into your neural network. Old circuits are weakening. New ones are forming. You may feel tingling, warmth, or a wave of emotion. That's energy leaving its pattern of stagnation. That's your subconscious being rewritten by coherence. Because reprogramming doesn't happen through understanding. It happens through vibration, and the vibration has already begun. At a certain point in your awakening, you stop trying to control reality, and you begin to feel reality breathing with you. You notice the subtle rhythm between thought and event, between intention and outcome, between heartbeat and universe. And something extraordinary dawns on you. You are not separate from the field you've been trying to influence. You are that field, remembering itself through form. This is the final stage of understanding quantum entanglement, not as theory, but as identity. You are never the observer standing outside the experiment. You are both the observer and the observed, the signal and the receiver, the transmitter and the broadcast. When you realize this, something inside you becomes still. The endless striving ends. The fear of missing out dissolves, because you understand that every version of you already exists in the quantum field, and all you ever needed was resonance. The moment your subconscious matches the vibration of the reality you desire, the universe doesn't deliver it. Later, it becomes visible now. That is the law, not punishment, not reward. Resonance. Scientists once thought the universe was made of matter. and they discovered that matter was energy. And now they see that energy itself is information. Consciousness organizing itself into patterns of experience. Which means you have never been in the universe. The universe has always been within you, projected outward through the lens of your consciousness. The observer effect isn't just a scientific anomaly, it's a clue. It's the universe showing you that attention itself shapes existence. When you focus on fear, the field arranges reality around fear. When you focus on possibility, the field arranges reality around expansion. It doesn't choose sides. It simply obeys coherence. That's what it means for reality to obey you. Not obedience as control, obedience as resonance. Because the field cannot resist matching the vibration of its own awareness. And you are that awareness. From this realization, your life begins to feel different. You no longer wake up to another day. You wake up as the field experiencing itself through a new configuration. Every person you meet becomes a mirror of the vibration you're currently broadcasting. Every challenge becomes an invitation to refine coherence. Every emotion becomes a teacher of energy. Even the people who trigger you are part of your field, offering feedback about your frequency. When you bless them, instead of resist them, you harmonize the pattern, and the pattern releases. This is quantum compassion, the understanding that there is no other. The more you live from this realization, the lighter reality feels. Synchronicities become constant. Time bends. What used to take years now happens in moments, because the space between thought and manifestation collapses in coherence. You begin to sense that creation is not an act of doing, it's an act of remembering. Remembering the vibration of wholeness, so clearly that the field can't help but mirror it back. This is not about getting what you want. It's about realizing you already are everything you seek. Because the one who is seeking and the thing being sought are the same frequency, entangled across dimensions, waiting for alignment. Close your eyes. Notice the stillness behind your thoughts. That silent awareness isn't watching life. It is life. Every atom in your body, every star in the sky, vibrates within that same field of knowing. You were never disconnected. You only forgot to listen to the hum beneath the noise. When you breathe slowly, you can feel it. The invisible pulse connecting your cells to galaxies. A soft vibration behind existence itself. That vibration, that is you. And now, you understand the final truth. You were never just manifesting energy. You are energy manifesting itself. The field has no edges. Consciousness has no borders. And awakening isn't about expanding into something greater. It's about realizing you already contain everything. The illusion of separation dissolves, and with it, the illusion of limitation. You are not learning how to attract energy. You are remembering that you are the magnetic field of creation. You are not learning how to control the universe. You are remembering that the universe is your reflection. When you live from this knowing, synchronicity becomes your language. Flow becomes your default. And peace, deep, unshakable peace, becomes the natural hum beneath every thought. And now, the reprogramming completes itself. No more trying, no more chasing. Just being. Just resonance. Reality rearranges itself around the frequency of your awareness. The external world bends to match the internal field. Not because you forced it, because coherence leaves it no alternative. And from this point on, your energy will speak louder than your words. Your presence will align timelines. Your vibration will heal rooms without you trying. Because you've remembered what every mystic, every scientist, every soul has always sensed. You are not in the field. You are the field. This is the consciousness of quantum entanglement. This is the awakening of the subconscious as a portal of infinite energy. And this is the point where your reality begins to obey you, because you are no longer separate from it. You are the observer, the creator, and the creation itself, the wave and the particle, the dream and the dreamer, all existing in one timeless vibration, awareness. So as you step back into your day, remember, your thoughts are frequencies. Your emotions are magnetic, and your subconscious is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Every breath you take is communication with the cosmos. Every heartbeat is a pulse of the universe recognizing itself. You are not influencing reality. You are reality, awakening to itself. And when you understand that, everything, absolutely everything, begins to move in harmony with you. Subscribe to see what is hidden, because the signal has found you. And from this moment forward, the universe will never sound the same again.